Welcome, one and all, to this New Year's. Oh, I didn't want to start it off like that. No New Year crap. To this new diet. Oh, gosh. If you guys have been watching long enough, you'll know that this is not anything different than normal. It is just a brand new season, right? It's been holidayical. I really don't know of another uh, symbological symbological term for holiday. But last couple weeks, it's been gosh, man, if it's been symbological and time consuming, and uh, my diet's been thrown off, and it's the end of a season, it's the beginning of a new one. It's time for change, right? How many times you got to express it? Um, we're doing very good. We're doing very good. At least today we're doing okay. We exercised. I exercised. I exercised yesterday. Exercising is back on track. It should be okay now that this weekend has gotten here, and I finally made the commitment of going grocery shopping. So the holiday food's done. Family stuff is almost done. Um, and we're slowly getting back into the routine that I'm familiar with, that I enjoy the most, or at least the one that I'm in currently. Don't worry, things are a little bit, or possibly changing up pretty soon. We might be traveling again. Story coming soon. We'll see if we can birth that one out by the end of this season, by the end of this video. Um, I was going through my groceries. I'm putting them away right now, and I wanted to basically record something. This isn't in no way this is no way a lesson. This is no way knowledge of any sort. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm vlogging this. For those that know me, maybe you'll pick up an interest. I don't know how much of in depth we'll go with this, but essentially, I wanted to point out each ingredient and basically go through with what I want to do with it. Anyway, I've already put away. I don't want to start with that one. So veggies, real quick. Veggies have been the staple in our diet for a while. I think the biggest difference is how that I prepared them. Up until this point, this past Christmas holiday, I should close this. I think maybe I just turn it up for a second while I have it open. Probably not the best for energy saving, but this is really importante because this is me and I am important and this is my videos and energy consumption is not important. Anyway, so veggies have been a staple in the diet. It's just how we prepare them. Finally, I have a steamer makeshift crock pot, maybe not crock pot, but like a steamer saute. It's all right. It's a steamer. All right, I got a steamer for Christmas, and I have a billion and one options open now. I haven't prepared my veggies with a proper steamer in quite a while, and it's going to be a game changer. I'm going to utilize it to the best of my advantage. Crying out loud, it's right here. Steamer. It's a steamer, right? You got a steamer. Pretty simple. If you don't have one, find one. If you want to stick with this scenario. So yeah, veggies that I'll be steaming. Pretty simple. Got our greens. We did the purple kale and la cisenata. Cilantro. Lacinato kale, right? I know that. So my thought is, technically, I don't want to say overboard on veggies, but I'm definitely buying in bulk a lot more than I utilize when I do my salads. In my head, however, what I'm going through is when the vegetables are steamed, they have a way less, they are depleted. In my mind, this is just how I see it. When I steam veggies, be very careful with my words. When I steam veggies, where is my beer? By the way, I cannot do any of this without a proper beverage at hand, and if you've seen any of my videos on this channel for sure, you'll know that beer consumption is of high quality. I do my beer reviews at Whole Foods. I do them frequently. I did not do this one just because I wanted to enjoy a beer whenever I want to. I don't need to make a video about it. But essentially, great beer, by the way. We have, of course, I'm going to do a beer review. We have Greens. I'll just give you a little picture. Greens Endeavor. It is a gluten-free, very basic, very simple beer. It's just all over. Naturally gluten-free. Greens, big letter G on the label. Endeavor gluten-free double ale. Right? 1 pint, 7% alcohol. I kind of already did one in my head. I literally said it out loud to nobody. But essentially, a lot of grapes. It is almost like grape soda. Not like purple grape, but like white, red, green. What was the other ones? There's like a sour apple in there. It's a little tart. It's very easy, essentially what I was going for. It's like pop with a small kick. Really. Very smooth. Easy to drink. So, enjoyable. Anyway, so veggies that we're steaming. They condense down to a size when they are steamed. I don't know how to go into this because I still question. I could easily look up the research. Not that I haven't. But essentially, I am still playing on the fence as far as the benefits versus I don't know what the opposite of benefits is, and the downfalls of how your food is prepared. So, not steamed, in water, grill, fry, all that shit. Essentially, steaming to me is the least nutrient deficient. The one key component that I've always done with all of my diets is that nutrition is number one. Your nutrients, the actual ingredients that make up the food, is the most important. It doesn't matter how it tastes, doesn't matter how it looks, doesn't matter how it digests. I mean, yes, how it digests, but it's I guess it kind of plays in the long run as far as preparing this, but essentially I'm not opposed to like raw veggies. They're okay for digestion. They help digestion, right? But in this case, steaming, they reduce down as they fill up with more water. I don't ask the chemistry on this one. I'm obviously not an expert, but it's very simple. It's not like it's very complicated, right? You may not know every single detail, but it's not hard to understand, right? So when you heat up when I heat my veggies, I boil water and steam hits the veggie. Out comes a softer version of the veggie, warm, delicate, delicious, right? It's the power of heated liquids added to the food, right? And it's not just the liquid itself, it's the steam from the liquid. It's just a waste at this point. Oh my. Anyway, I went with veggies that were easy to chop. I want to be a lot quicker with the preparation of all the veggies that I have to work with. A minor setback that I have with previous diets, whatever, that I go through. Sometimes it could take a long time to prep, like cut up the veggies, cooking things out. I haven't shown you yet, but I do have sweet potatoes. It's another addition that we're making. Not brand new. We've had it before, but I think they're going to be a big time snack and addition to the steamed veggie mix that we'll have. Overall view, I guess I should be a little bit more overall because a lot of you guys are probably asking. Overall view, we're gonna have at least veggies. I guess I could just do this in like 5 minutes. Very terrible at how I go through. I'm really good at making 30-minute videos. However, if you're not willing to take in all the all the whiz formation that comes at you, trust me, it ain't information. It is just my experience. Um, but if you're looking for the basics, I mean, it's just how I say it. Anyway, veggies, meat will be a part of this diet. Will be a part of my new diet. It's just there. So if it's not what you're looking for, sorry. Meat is now a part of our diet. Veggies are going to be there. We're not doing beans. We're not doing lentils. And I think sweet potato was our. I consider the sweet potato the fuel, the veggies for nutrients. I know veggies are carbs. To me, steamed veggies in their form is not only to me gonna reduce some of the basic nutrients that are found in the vegetable. I know that there are certain nutrients that are engaged when you steam a veggies. I'm very well aware of that. That's okay. I'm looking for the basics. I'm cool with steaming because it's such a drastic change. I need that in my life right now. So since we're steaming, I also do believe that carbs, the carb content in comparison, now, I don't know because I haven't done steamed for a while. I haven't, you know, I don't have the longer version of my own personal studies. But I'm guessing that the carbs utilized from raw vegetables, that you utilize more carbs from raw vegetables than you do from steamed vegetables. Steamed vegetables go down easily, they don't fill you up. My salads, like, they're odd because they're gigantic and I end up eating them all, but essentially they fill me up, right? And I plan on making more veggies here when I steam in almost the whole entirety, but when I steam them, they'll reduce down. So I'm I'm going to be looking out for how carbs influence, especially from the vegetables. And this is like the very in-depth stuff. You really cannot go in-depth crazy because I'll have mixed vegetables, right? We have so many thoughts out there that we can just literally test the most in-depth particles of what we're looking for. So, I'm good with gluten. I'm not good with gluten. I do good with meat. I don't do good with meat. These are the basic things. But when I've said this before. When I condense them all in the same meal, right? I'm not ever just only eating vegetables. I'm not ever only just eating meat. I'm not ever only just eating grains, right? They're usually a mixture of protein, carbs, and fats. Fats, God, have been a bigger one pretty recently. I think I've decided not to prep anything tonight, and we'll just go with tomorrow. So it's like 9. I know. I do want this though. I need this. This is big. As I prepare my food, I really just missed where I left off at. I'm sorry, but it's okay because nobody really is watching. Doesn't really matter. Um, my questions will arise in feeling the difference between steamed versus raw. But as I've mentioned, it's difficult to tell what hinders you or helps you as far as your performance in everyday life. Um, Meat might be bad for you. Vegetables might be good for you. You have them both. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't know how to I know I should. This is probably the worst aspect is that I can't help relate it to the people that I'm trying to reach. But essentially, it's only because I'm making a video that's open to the public, and it's not about the fact that I wanna give off some sort of information or what I believe in or anything like that. That's not what this is for. It's personal. It's a personal blog. It's personal vlog, right? I just don't care if anybody sees it. But essentially, if I were to tell myself something in the future or tell something in the past, I'm already like going off on a little whim that I'll never remember. If I could go back and tell myself something, fuck if I know. I would fucking scratch my ass and be like, dude, good luck. um, it's that I cannot specifically figure out what exact food hinders any part of my performance in life, right? So if I just eat veggies, it'll go deeper because there might be some veggies that I like and some veggies that I can't like, right? Not like or don't like because it's not what's up here. Like taste buds, like what you don't like, what your body can handle, what it can't handle, inflammation wise, all right? Inflammation's what we're all running from, but essentially it's still the key to growth. But to keep it down, you got to I try to figure out what it is that works best for me. Steaming is going to be brand new. Let's just keep going because that is just way too much. That is just way too much at the moment. Anyway, so I also try and dictate what veggies I buy, right? I can only buy what the grocery store has to offer. And how the vegetables are prepared plays a big aspect. So peppers in general are probably one of the more difficult things to prepare, maybe besides Brussels sprouts, which we now have to deal with again. But I think because these guys are so small and because the ones I bought are so small, I could just easily cut them and just cut off the little tips. I really don't need to, but I do anyway. I won't have to cut them into fours like I have before in the past to make them really small for salads. I'll be steaming these, so I'll just keep them bigger. And bigger meaning the size that they are right now. They're about the size of your thumb, the first knuckle thumb, but round all the way through, so a little bit bigger than that, right? That's how I want all the vegetables. No, that's not how I want all the vegetables. I want the vegetables to be easy to prepare, easily chopped. But since I'm steaming, I want them condensed. I want them dense vegetables, right? So a big main one, cauliflower, right? You can break apart cauliflower in 1 minute, right? And just smash it to pieces if you want it, and it's still dense. It's literally a ball of white transformed cabbage. Or broccoli. It's. I still don't know whether it's closer to the color or whether it's closer to the mimication of its, cousin. Broccoli is to cauliflower, or cauliflower is to, let's say, what's it called? What did I just say before? Sorry, guys, lost it. But I want stuff that are dense and easy to chop. Brussels sprouts probably being the hardest in past tense, but now it shouldn't be too bad because they're already small. What else did I have in here? Asparagus, really quick. You just chop them. I just chop them cut off the ends, and in about inch long pieces, inch long, since we have cauliflower and Brussels sprouts. And I believe, since this is a brand new cooking method for me, I'll be putting these ingredients in order to thickness. So in my mind, cauliflower with the sizes that I'll have will probably take maybe 20 minutes to steam. And I really don't know that for sure. I'm really just guessing right now. Maybe even 10 to 15 if I'm good. So maybe I'll plan on doing cauliflower first, maybe with the potatoes, right? Bag of sweet potatoes that we're going to add. I've got a ton of potatoes. I don't want it to be a staple ingredient. However, Vegetables, regular green vegetables. I said so far asparagus, Brussels sprouts. I'll have nothing but leafy greens. Is that really on my veggies? I did forget my mushrooms, but it's really all green. Is that all that I got? What? Is that it? Where's my food? I have broccoli, but I'm going to be doing the broccoli as far as I still love it with my dipping sauce. Oh my gosh. My dressing, depending on how I'm going to be doing my dressing recently, I haven't even decided yet, will determine if I steam my broccoli or still eat it with my, eat it as a snack, right? Because I love that snack. My homemade dressing with broccoli is just phenomenal. But I might be changing up the dressing to help suit these steamed vegetables, so we'll see how it turns out. Hummus and sweet potatoes to change or at least add to the snack life. A lot of greens. I want a lot. I'll probably end up getting more because of how reduced greens get. Leafy greens when they get steamed. But I want a ton of greens. Besides that, yeah, there's not much color. I didn't want carrots. I like my color. Like that's like when it comes to peppers, carrots. I haven't done carrots recently because of the sugar content. But I like color, variety in color. However, this is going to be solely based off of time spent prepping the veggies. At the same time, I will be cooking the meat, right? And the meat does not take long at all. Barely 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes set up and cooked down. We have burgers still. I have grass-fed beef. I'll tell you about the addition of mussels that I'll be doing with, yes, I will be doing mussels and steamed veggies. I might as well just tell you right now. So yeah, I will be adding good old mussels to the steamed veggies and sweet potatoes that I'll have. Where's that yucca root? That's what I was missing. Hang on, I'll get that in a second. But yeah, I mean, my steamed veggies are going to be cool. I still have meat on the side to have amazing taste. I still like it mixed. So I'm looking for something else. The biggest difference is that I'm eating everything separately. I usually like to mix everything somehow, but this time everything might be separate. So I eat meat separate. I will eat veggies separate. The meals might be a lot smaller, I'm guessing, because it'll be steamed. The meat will be separate. I will literally chow down on meat on its own. No questions asked. So I'm thinking of adding mussels to the steamed veggies, prepared the same way. However, possibly tossed on the grill, on a frying pan, right? Heated frying pan for a few minutes to toast to give it a little crisp, possibly. Butter, garlic, whatnot, who knows? I don't know. I have plenty of chicken. I have plenty of red meat. I have beef hamburgers that I have been trying to make burgers out of, but obviously I just can't recall the urge to need them. But I am going to just get out all my meat. Probably too much. Yeah, so we have one of each. 4 ounces a bag typically. Maybe 6 to 8 of the I think it's 10 ounces in the hamburger meat. Not that you guys will really know exactly what my diet is. Like hamburgers are spoilers on the weekend with good bread. 1 bag of about 4 ounces, maybe a quarter. Yeah, a quarter. 4 ounces is what I usually try and do. And then 8 ounces in each chicken bag. And I'll probably do, maybe I might just do 1 chicken bag and 1 red meat, but I don't know. I still don't even know So we'll see. You know, the meat's up in the air, but I'll be cooking it and not eating it with anything else. It'll be completely different. Um, the dressing, which I have mentioned before. Uh, don't let me say it again, please. Avocado dominant, not even avocado and egg, um, is still a staple. I just want to add a new ingredient, which I will get a ton of shit for. Where is all my stuff? I have onions, just like these tiny little onions for easy cutting. Where did that? Where did a lot of stuff go? Where is that thing? Oh, I put it away. Yep, you guys get to look forward to all of it. Raw cocoa butter might be a new addition to the dressing. For a nice, soft, um, it's very sweet. It's very garlicky, really. Garlic and onion make up a big component of my dressing. Um, Beyond that, vinegar, these very acidic and dark, really acidic, um, sweet sort of flavor. The butter is going to mellow that all out. And cocoa butter, you can't really beat it. Collagen, save it for later. Lemon's good, always. We're good with lemon. Sea salt, we're good with. Um, Holy crap, I bought two. You're an idiot. Yep, now we are. I forgot about one. Son of a fudge. Hemp seeds are still there. Here you are. Couldn't find you. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I think I'm okay with the ingredients. The only thing I question is Thai chilies. I'm pretty sure that's part of the pepper family, or at least not a long way. I'm trying to stay away from peppers with the lectin thing. But worst comes to worst, I'll be barely using any of this. I just want a little bit of a seasoning, some sort of sauce. This to me would not be a hindrance as far as the quantity of other foods in comparison. But essentially, ingredients real quick: water, Thai chilies, garlic, 100% lime juice, vinegar, shallots. I don't know why, I guess, but shallots are in there, sunflower oil, and sea salt. So very clean. Um, I know it's but I need something. I was struggling at the grocery store today. It was not my greatest my greatest of shopping experiences, but I had no idea what I was going to really do with this diet once I got in there. So I went a little bit on a limb with some things. We're going to be testing a lot of things. This is one. And as some of you have possibly heard, I do a water, sea salt, lemon, and bone broth, liquid bone broth um, combo every morning, first thing in the morning, whenever I get to work. And it's absolutely delicious. It starts my day so wonderful. I don't know how I got to this. I will say I have not been sober for a while, um, previous to all this, but somehow I got to this. Should I introduce yet? What's the other one? I didn't even buy the tablets of flavoring. This all revolves around flavor to achieve with the bone broth. So good benefits that I get when I buy the Zoop certified Zoop, right? The soup restaurant, whatever it is. Zoop certified bone broth glass jar. It comes in about. I've got a ton of them. Shoot, right here. Golly. I buy them all for a myriad of benefits. Number one, they're glass jars. I cannot. I mean, that really shouldn't be number one, but it is, like, in my book. It's a simple physical thing. Literally, if you buy this, you get to keep the whole thing forever if you want. This is glass. This is awesome. I love glass. Glass is sweet. I don't know how he created it, but it's good stuff. And I got literally a couple dozen of these things. I used to collect pickle jars when I was a kid. I've been towers of them. Yes, I love pickles, but lo and behold, I think it's because I like glass too. Anyway, bone broth is very nutritious. I can't go into it really right now. You could just look it up. I'm going to label up a couple things. Number one, the collagen benefits, um, skin, hair, eyes, nails, just the outer beauty of you, right? The overall effervescently glowingness of you. That's just a benefit to me as far as getting bone broth. The really good part of it is the flavor. Oh my goodness, bone broth is so delicious, right? I mean, as far as putting it in my morning drink, that was like an invention. But cooking with it, which is what I have yet to do, which is what I would like to start adding, as far as a possible secondary backup snack. If there's any vegetables that I haven't used at the end of the week, anything that I don't use at all, I want to make a stock of vegetables, crock pot, right? And cook vegetables in the crock pot and make my own personal bone broth for the morning. So I don't have to keep on buying these things. I like these things. I really do. So I probably will end up keep on buying these. But until I can find an alternative to where I can make my own bone broth, oh my goodness. It'd be a miracle. That'd be just an absolute insane thing. We are over a half hour, and that's just amazing at this point that we can actually last so long. So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I think that's it, right? Let me go through one more time. Peppers, yeah. So quinoa will also be a part of this. I'm not quite sure why. I just felt like I still needed more carbs. I seriously think like that is a big quinoa, like big carb-filled order already. Like I don't know how to stay away from carbs. I have no idea how ketogenic people diet. No clue, guys. More power to you for utilizing the benefits of ketones. But I will not give up vegetables to the degree that I eat them, which is obviously too much, or is apparently too much for keto guys. I might be wrong here because I thought they said that unlimited was okay, but if unlimited is okay, then we're good. But I also will do. Heck do I do that? It's a lot of carb-loaded crap. Oh, seeds. Like seeds is another one. Those are really different. And if they're not vegetables, those carbs count. Granted, they're fiber, but apparently they count. And I have a lot of seeds in the diet. I'll put them in my shake. I'll put them on every single meal just for their benefit of just like omegas. There's fat in there too, but there's also carbs, right? There's seeds, there's nuts. I will be exchanging the nuts, which is typically more fat dominant in my diet, but it also has the downside of carbs. So I have quinoa as like my alternative to wheat, rice, all that crap. And then I have a sweet potato for a starch. By the way, I did miss an ingredient. Kind of like a starchy carb. Is it a root? I don't think potatoes are roots. I don't know if they're classified as roots or actual vegetables. I would consider them vegetables. Where did my yucca go? Must have put it in here already. I did. Also, but yes, I don't really know for sure. Potatoes. Sweet potatoes for specifically, I don't want to say anything against other potatoes, but sweet potatoes are my choice. Look it up. Start reading, guys. However, I don't know if it's a vegetable or a root. I would assume a vegetable. I don't know that for 100% sure. which is also why I decided to go with this guy, the yucca root. Um, Question mark. This is literally the question mark of my diet. I have not even began looking up the benefits of roots. I was supposed to grab mushrooms as well, which is a great addition to this sort of diet. Bone broth made from mushrooms. I have steamed veggies. Mushrooms are an amazing addition, and their benefits are out of this world. The root is an additional section of food that I've literally never even tried. I also saw the rutabaga, which is another one I've yet to try. Hard, hard things that are dense but easy to cut up, right? So I can size this up real quick, cut it up into quarters, divide them into each meal, and it's really, really quick. Just dice and slice, just go, go, go. It's really not that bad. So roots are going to be a part of this diet now. Asparagus and all these vegetables are different. It really is completely different. Peppers was something that I wanted to stay away from because of the lectin, which is also wheat. You have the wheat, the nuts, the peppers, and the beans. I don't know for sure, but there's like the few select that are in that have lectins, and peppers was one of the biggest ones. I have a crap ton of peppers in my diet, so we're gonna knock them out and see what happens. Completely different. Right now, root's going to be a little bit different change, and we will pick this up tomorrow. I am actually going to wait till tomorrow to cook these. Yeah, sun butter, ready. Back up, crock pot. Collagen peptides, vital protein, right? Real quick, we'll just go over that. No way, a 40-minute video that it's about to be. Vital Proteins is the company. They're not crazy new. They're not new. They've been around for a little bit, apparently. I didn't really get too much. I was very, very specific about what I wanted to know about these guys. None of that was a good thing. I should have gotten more information before I purchased, but it was apparently, in my mind, a pretty darn good deal at where I actually paid for these things. Collagen would be the replacement for part of the bone broth. I don't need it. I really don't know why I got this. So I wanted to mimic the bone broth that I have. And I also wanted to consider making bone broth on my own, but I didn't want to use chicken. I don't want to have my own carcass laying in the kitchen, put in a steamer. I don't think I have that stuff ready yet. This is not that complicated of a setup. So I want to have my own basic compounds to broth. And what I mean by that is I want the benefits that steeping a carcass of animal flesh into water over a specific amount of time can produce. I want that in either a liquid form that I can use, which is what I've been using, the bone broth from soup, or I just want to put something in, right? Because I had a separate choice that I was going to get, but its ingredients were just not anything near what I wanted. But essentially, I want to put something into a pot of water, basic, simple components of chicken broth, of brothing a chicken in water, right? I don't need it's very simple. You don't need much, but the alternative were the blocks of cubes that you can have chicken broth out of. They had no shaker stuff. I don't really know if you can create it. I would assume you can. There cannot be a difficult way to make bone broth. I'm thinking this should be so redonkulously easy by now to make the best quality, pure, basic bone broth in solid form. and there was none at Whole Foods. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. So I got this Vital Proteins, collagen peptides. I don't know what the peptides are, but this is the cheaper of the few. So according to the woman I talked to, and I did my own reading for quite a minute before I did, which is why my questions were kind of specific. I don't really know about the company, and I didn't even ask about peptides. What the difference between peptides and just their regular collagen product. Look up their products, and you'll see a myriad of literally only collagen products. And because I'm trying to mimic that of the bone broth soup that I have now, I needed a product that was, I needed something that had the collagen just because I need the benefit. It's just cool to have now. And I'm just trying to justify it. I couldn't get the flavor, and now I need to. I can't even justify this one, guys. I know it cost me it wasn't really that much. It was $19 for like a month's worth. But if I use it in the morning, who knows? And the thing is, it's unflavored, right? So lo and behold, this does not work at all. I have it as a product for collagen, not something that, like I said, it's a bonus. It's a bonus in my diet. However, I really need the flavor, and I can't get it. So I might have to create my own. I don't know, guys. This is definitely gonna be a video for tomorrow. Save for tomorrow. I can't figure that one out. I bought it. I'm gonna use it. I don't know when or how, why, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna finish my beer and get the fuck out of here. Props to y'all. I know it didn't make sense. I love you all. Drink a lot and live expressively. I have the worst endings. I'm sorry.